Okay. So we are going to continuously with examples. Okay. These examples tell us. These examples tell us we have a past life. So that's where this example says we have past life. For example, what you did in past life, then right now it's happened. You know this wood block print. And recently we use the computer electric things. That's where these things are very easily come, and we don't know how they works with this clearly. In traditionally, we have a wood like this. On the wood, we carve letters, and then we use the ink, and then we put the paper, and then something strongly move like this on the paper. After take out, then letters are come on the paper. Same like the step we use this flags. Flags used for the use. We use they are in order to wood block print with the wood. So this example what tell us is in the past life we are really some for example, in past life we generous. Someone have interest into generous. That's why they're generous. And then this life they rebirth in a rich family. If we are rebirth in the rich family, then we don't want to worry about some food at least. We do not worry about the wear clothes. We have lots of the different dress, and we have many kind of the food, and then we have lots of good facilities. So this is the deal with in the past. What we do, what we did. That is the one example. Then through the then they say sometimes the seedling, the seed is finished, but seedling is seedling, right? Seedling is grow. So many people, that is not only just normal people, some philosophicals and many, there's many debate actually. Because we're talking about the relationship of the cause and the effects. For example, mother and baby. Between mother and baby has relationship or not? We say, well, they have a relationship, right? But this relationship is compounded or uncompounded. That means this relationship is truly exist or just a thought makes it. You have a mother. You and a mother have a relationship. That is some physically exist or emotionally exist, or there's some uncompounded. Uncompounded means actually this we make three different things. One is including body, one is including mind. Then there's not exactly body, not exactly mind. Still there have something exist. What are there? Do you believe that? So in order to, we're talking about the relation. So that's where there's still we can believe there's some exist, which is called uncompounded. This is not exactly body, physical things, not only mind, but there's something. The best example is actually there's a little bit difficult. It's a little difficult to examples. But we in this Dharma teaching we have example is a vow, refuge vow. We have many vows. If you take from me refuge vow, then this refuge vow is really going on there. You is something. Oh, this is refuge vow. Then you come. It is true or not? We need to analyze that. Actually, we say it's true to exist, especially during the relative truth. If in this Tibetan Buddhism have 4 different classes. Among them, one class they say that if you taking a vow from your guru, this vow is not reality of the mind. That is not a reality of the body, physical things. But this vow is come in your mind, in your life. Then this is exist. One time our life is finished. That moment, then this vow is exhaust, finished. Until finished our life, when we taking vow, we say, until finished my life. Until I will die, I want to keep this vow. We promised like that. In order to that commitment, they say this commitment is one, truly exist. So, here we're talking about the relation. Relation is similar like that. Relation is not a vow, but relation is also exist. If relation is exist, for example, between the first my consciousness and second my consciousness, then between there have relationship. That is relation, contact. This is exist. Then this is exist, but due to the second things grow up and happen something, then first is finished. If first is not finished, then second is not coming. If barley seedling grow up, then seed of barley still exists or not? It's changed in order to change into the barley seedling. But then this is still you are not finished the karma. You are not finished your consciousness. It is like a continue like a river. Rivers are continuously, right? Its rivers are come from first the root of the water or something, and then come continuously, similar like that. That's why we say this life is can go next life continuously as a river. This is the for outside relation of the karmic relation. Inside relation is how we know is due to the feeling. For example, I used one harsh word with one person. He repeated. During I use a harsh word with one person, what happened? That moment I really don't feel the suffering. But that person repeated me, then I feel, oh, harsh word is not a weapon, but it's cutting my heart, my mind. So that's where this is a cause and effect. If I use the good words, sweet words with person, for example, I say, hi, good morning. Nobody answered me bad words. Everybody say, hi, good morning. So that's why do good result is good means like that. If I come here, I use some serious word, seriously word, then you definitely, if you did not currently use the bad words, but sure, your action is different. Because we figure them out, harsh word makes something. So then you seriously act with me, then what happened? It's affect my mind. So this is the cause and effects. So they are going like this. Garland. They say that. So due to the feeling. So they take another example. If you take in the sweet of sugar, then your taste is one thing. If you take in or eating the chili, then this result is sweet or kind of the bad, right? Bitter or bad. In order to you eat chili, your taste of chili and sugar same or different? Different. That's where it's still in your hand. Here I have a sugar, here is chili. If you take chili, after what happened, then it's so difficult with your mouth. But someone familiar with that is happy maybe, but a different feeling, different taste. If you like the sweet, you take in some sugar in your mouth. So similar like that, there's a different due to your right action or wrong actions. Result is the right result or wrong result, but it's coming due to your actions. They say like here says like that. So in order to the cause and effect is always with us. Do good things, result is good. Do bad things, then result is bad. It is coming. Those things are from the scripture. Scriptures what tell us we have exist past life. If I repeat again, if we have exist past life, then we are pretty easy peasy for next life. So that's where they established the past life. Right now, it's almost like a logic. We established the karma or life. If we establish life, actually we know, right? But the past life and the future life, that is important. Present life, everybody knows, but so here what we say is if we have mind, then through this way little bit easy to understand the karma. Okay, the mind. One difficulty things is mind is exist or not. That is really difficult. For that reasons, till now, many of people they say mind is not only this. So now we want to try to reasonably, logically, we try to establish the mind first. Perhaps it's possible you think, oh, he says he want to teach whole works karma, but he talking too much like that. Why he didn't teach about the whole works karma? It's possible you think, but why we are spent for learning the philosophy and Buddhism for year by year? Because for understanding cause and effect, for understanding emptiness, for understanding Dharma nature, for understanding Buddha. That's where we are going on this way. So, right now we pick up some scientists. Actually, I love science. I like science, and I respect scientists. But due to this, during the different wave or during the something, then we can say that is not part of the reject this some scientist. Okay, If you are someone scientist, let you think that. First, you open your mind. Actually, majority of scientists is open the mind. That's very, very good. So, if they say there's no mind, then its karma is almost useless, okay? Because we don't care for next life. Already I mentioned it. If we don't have next year, then we don't want to prepare for the next year, only for this year. If we don't have tomorrow, we do not prepare for tomorrow, only for today is enough, right? Then we don't want to study it. We don't want to spend our children in the school for give expensive for their fees. It's expensive still we spend. And then we don't want to make a health insurance. If right now we are okay, then it's enough. But we are doing that. So here, if we don't have only this is the brain, then somebody say like that, then we have without a brain, but still people can activities. Do you believe it? But that is just a saying. My personally that is has no exactly proof, but it's generation by generation. This information is come. In Lhasa, one person has no head. This is people saying by generation by generation. Then how they get food? Just a neck. There's one hole. Then they pull some food, tea and some soup and something. So if still they can drink, that person can drink, can work, but without head. They say that. It's pretty difficult to believe, but it's saying Tibetan people. Not for try to establish the karma, just saying it's possible, everything's possible. If everything is dealt with the brain, then that person has no brain. Especially no these recognitions of this part of the system. Still have that, then how can? That is one. If everything's the brain, not mind, mind is not exist, then what we can tell with them? We do not need, seriously, we don't need suffering. Then we go, please, you operate and kick out. You operate from the my suffering, part of this channel of the my suffering. You cut that and kick out. Similar, somebody have inside have some extra, what is called, I forgot that, some part of the disease, they cut and take off, right? After operate. Similar like that, let you take off my suffering from my brain. Only you put my part of the happiness. Then we request like that. Then we only use that. Then we have no suffering. But nobody can do that. That means it is dealt with the mind. This is not only dealt with the brain, I think. Especially if there's no mind, then twins, right? Two twins, two baby, head is similar, neck is similar, everything is the same, in order to same. But the size of the brain is same. The number of channels are same, right? Number of channels of same. They are almost similar process. But why they have different favorites? One is love with the green color. One is love with the white color. One is like to play basketball. One is like to reading. One is like to write a book. One is like a paint. Like favorites is a painting, drawing. One is scared with the horse, but one is so skillful to use the horse, use or ride, right? So through this way, same body, similar body. The brain size, everything is similar, but still have the difference. That is only mind. If this is not mind, then there's nothing, right? And then we go through the mind. Then why they have different imprinting, different impression. Then we go deep little bit the impression, way of the impression. Then it's dealt with karma. In past life, what they do, what they did. Right? That is where I think one of the important we need to recognize that to follow with the karma. Then another thing is if it is only dealt with the brain, then through the meditate on the what is called during the meditation, there is no way to progressive, always same. But why this is have progressive? I mean realizations. Brain system already have the scientists say this part is for speech language, this part is for action or something. That we believe, yeah, right. But if there's no exist mind, then they already have a brain. Brains already exist in our head. They know, perhaps already know everything, perhaps cannot improve. But it's deal with the mind. That's where the mind, the quality of mind is what we can do. In the Dharmakirti, actually, Dharmakirti said that if you jump in physically, if you are athletic, you jump in, they have still limitation. But your understanding of the mind, quality of mind has unlimited. Because right now you understand, maybe I understand a little bit Dharma. You understand about some lifestyle, or you have different knowledge. Someone know about the science, someone know about the mathematics, someone know about the philosophy, someone know about the medicine, different. But still, your physically, you can. Someone can show different skills. Someone is very good to go for like a marathon, for run. Someone is very good to jump. Someone is very good to. They have very good flexible, but still physically you have limited. If you are very good to jump, you cannot jump beyond of this earth. This is a big example. If simple example is, if you are how much you have skill, but from here to this door side, you cannot jump maybe this outside of the door from here, right? But mind is today you meditate. For example, this morning I teach means we did practice on the bodhicitta. Today you meditate 1 second on the bodhicitta. Tomorrow you meditate 1 second. Then 2 days you meditate on the bodhicitta for 2 seconds. Day after 1 second. Then 3 days you meditate 3 days. Then slowly your mind is improve. Mind is improvements. Then your mind is become means is blossom in bodhicitta. 1 time is completely blossom. So similar like that. That's a very good example. This flower have like this. Everybody see, right? This is if we looking like that. Today is like that. Tomorrow is possible. Day after tomorrow is possible. Slowly through this, what happened? We didn't see, but slowly blossom. One time then become such a beautiful flower. Same like that our mind is. That's where they have many different levels of the realizations. Everybody knows? Actually, I taught here during the Four Noble Truth. The different levels, the first, for example, accumulation, path of the accumulation. The accumulation have different levels, right? Different levels, different realizations, different stage of meditation. And also the last weekend, I teaching here the meditation, the 9 methods of the meditation. Then we going step by step. Right? We have different objects of meditation we choose. So those were, first you meditate, for example, 1 minute, you can stay meditate. Then your thoughts is coming. Then your mind is become flexible. Then you use that, then slowly 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, half day. Then you can stay 1 day, 1 year. There are many meditators. Maybe if you have opportunity to go to the museum, I don't know the Western era of museums. Recently, some researchers, these researchers, most of them are Westerners because they have very good knowledge to research. They found some dead body. These dead bodies are stay for many hundreds of years, because due to the meditation, power of the meditation. If this is only deal with the brain, then it's together with the brain, with the body. Is it getting weak or finished? If also different people have different skills. You know this scientist, I think you know him. I can't pronounce exactly. Einstein, in 19th century or something, right? After he passed away, his doctor keep his brain, but he make a small piece, and then he keep that in the glass. Keep in the glass. Then what they do? Many of another scientists criticize to him. Oh, you did that. It's not allowed. But fortunately, he cutting like this. Cutting as make a small piece. It's easy to make gathering. After he make gather, and then they measure. I think you know better than me about this. They measure his brain, Einstein's brain. They measure, they think it's big size or small size. They're checking about that. It's same size. Some ladies have says some ladies' brain has the same size of the Einstein. So they didn't find any particularly special from his brain. Why? So if this is make a brain, then some scientists need to get something from him, right? But someone says they have the level of the cells. But anyway, so cells, talking about cells, then this is deal with the life. Then life is deal with the mind in order to. Okay, so this that is number 4, and then number 5. Then, for example, in the Buddhist, especially Buddhist, they say your real enemy is your emotions. Emotion is afflictive emotions or obscurative emotions. If it is deal with only brain, then we request to someone to take off. We operate our brain, but doesn't. In order to, we cannot do that, right? And then about the talking this Buddhism, past mind or past consciousness is going next life. If this is still with the only brain, then this, for example, my body, after I died, then my body is some ritual practitioners doing something, then that next my body is my brain is same. Somebody put it on the fire, right? Then burn it, finished. Then I don't have a bardo, I don't have another life, but we have that in the spirituality. If we're talking about that, and also then the knowledge, through the knowledge, if we have only deal with brain, not deal with the consciousness and mind, then we, after people pass away, we take in that person's brain, we replaced our brain, we can be then educated, great scientist, great scholar. Then Buddha, after Buddha pre-nirvana, we request to his brain to put someone's head, replace. Then always Buddha exists in this world. Then he is such a compassionate and in order to powerful. So then we do not suffer, especially our Buddhist, right? So that's where this is dealt with the mind. You know, I talking about these things. I don't try to make I'm educated. Okay, you carefully thinking about that. Then slowly, what coming from your mind is, oh, this is real like this. Kind of this, you very trust purely. You figure that out. That moment, then your belief is come up. Actually, belief has two different things, especially the wisdom. The belief with the wisdom is very important. Then this always can work with our life. Sometimes a blend fight or blend some belief make us mistakes sometimes in our life. So that's why we cannot take others' knowledge, but we can learn. That's where we have mind, other people have mind. Other people teach, we learn through it. It's improved by the mind. That is one thing. And then another is if we're talking about the majorities, in Buddhism, believe next life, believe karma. Hinduism, I think Christianity, and some of the biggest religions, they believe the karma, but they have a very different way of how to believe, and what is the karma is maybe different. I don't have a different much knowledge. Only my knowledge is about it in this Buddhism. So someone said already, Buddhism is superstition. This in order to Dharma is superstition, a blend. In order to blendly activities, it is like a poison. Someone already mentioned it, that right? But that is true. Then this century, right now, this moment, I think almost finished. Dharma is finished in this world, especially area of the educated people. This area cannot flourish Dharma if this is a superstition. We don't need superstition, but due to the many of educated, many of practitioners, they practice, they got some experience, educated people research about this, they think, oh, there's some benefit. So that's where then they practice. That's where through this way we can say this, the karma really works. And then another thing is what I gonna say? When I speak, that moment, for example, right now, if I say I speaking due to my brain, but you check carefully. For example, I say ah. This comes from where? This sound of this ah is sound, but real where comes from? This comes from thoughts. First, thoughts make it, oh, I would like to say ah. Then this coming from this area, and then coming here, little bit support, come in the mouth, and then the support to like a ah. That makes sense for others. But real, comes from thoughts. So then thoughts come from where? Thoughts come from the mind. That's why we always says, mind is like an ocean. Thoughts is like a waves. Thoughts are like a waves. So when we don't know thoughts are waves, then when waves dissolution or dissolve into the ocean, then we cannot make separate the waves and the ocean. Similar, when we training with thoughts, meditate, conquer or some purify, and then purify means then thoughts is dissolve into the mind. That moment, mind and the thoughts is become non-duality. Then that is we called Mahamudara, right? Mahamudara. The non-duality we called Mahamudara or emptiness, right? So that's where this I comes from. We can say it comes from thoughts. Thoughts come from mind. Through this way, we can say mind is exist. Then, before completely established our brain, our mind is already started. That we want to know. So here I want to talking about the 6 outer sources of perception and 6 inner sources of perception. There's 12 different perceptions. Through this way, then we want to learn on there. First, the 6 outer sources of perceptions are form, sound, then what is called the taste, smell, how to say, the smell, right? And then taste, and then touching, and then phenomena. So actually we call this 6 is out. And then inner, the 6 inner sources of perceptions are eyes, ears, noise, tongue, body, and then fundamental of the mind. So they are actually this part maybe tomorrow or come in join the teaching on the 12 link, but they help to, for example, body form support to our eyes consciousness. eyes consciousness project outside. Why? Then this catch, like a catch, something forms. For example, colors. There's a yellow color. This yellow color. Then eyes, what does? Then eyes catch with this yellow color, and then transform inside. Give like a message to the mind. Right? So that's where currently there's the cause has many different things. One cause is directly cause, real cause, and another cause is the indirectly cause. Directly cause and indirectly cause. And then also there's some cause is momentally for support. It's actually including condition. So that's where if if means this eyes consciousness project with the color, then this figure out. Then that moment, I already mentioned it, that Tibetan there's 4 different classes. The one class is they say this eyes consciousness is come from the color. Why right now I say come from color means the color is become the cause of eyes consciousness. That is not real cause of the eyes consciousness. Real eyes consciousness is what? The first moment, then second moment, third moment, they are become cause each others. But these colors makes momently cause. This is one thing. Then same thing, test. And then let you know that if eyes consciousness project outside, then eyes consciousness needs some helpers, supporters or not. Yes. Eyes consciousness, actually we need brain to see something. Brain is condition of our mind. Our mind has many conditions. Among them, brain, right? Brain is a pretty important condition. Without brain, then very difficult to speak, very difficult to some process with the mind in order to. That's the 2 things. First, I want to tell a little bit. In 1993, maybe you know that I heard it is happened in American some hospital something. There was one baby born out, one baby. That baby has the brain. Inside brain has some like a yogurt, right? I don't know what is called that in English. In the brain means we have a skull, right? Then inside have a brain. So one baby has not like completely that. Then there's these medicals say that baby cannot alive longer. Maybe 3 months or 3 weeks. I don't remember honestly. Can exist, then cannot exist longer. That's one. Especially that baby cannot laugh. They said that cannot laugh. But that baby alive for 5 years, and then he watching the movie. Sometimes he laugh. It's happened in 1993. That moment, I heard that. But we want to research it's real or not, right? And then this medical research again, but still not completely that baby have the brain. Brain means inside have like a yogurt. I don't know that name exactly. So it's still why they can function is the power of the mind. But still they need some supporter. For our mind needs some support, which is the brain. Brain is a very important support, important condition. So this class is not a science class, but it's related. Sorry, related. Also, I am not. I have no knowledge, particularly on the science, about the science, but some part of the relation have a relation. Then it's a little bit know something. That's why I will tell you those things. For making certainly sit karma, believe in karma. That's why I repeat and I talking about that. Okay, and then same thing. This okay. I think this I will tell you in a moment. Eyes consciousness is why can exist with these eyes. This is not about the science. Okay, this is about the Buddhism. In these eyes, they have a special fundamental. This special fundamental is like a glass, but very tiny, very thin, thinner than this paper. Very thin, and very clean. Like a clean means clear, like a glass, more clear than the glass. Only that can make fundamental of the eyes consciousness. Eyes consciousness and ear consciousness is different. Ear consciousness come here, eyes cannot hear sounds. I mean our human eyes. Why? Because ear consciousness has a special fundamental. Looks like a channel. But this is like I don't know, like maybe like a rolling, like this, inside. That makes fundamental or support to the ear consciousness. That's why then ear consciousness go through this way. Then the sound, ear consciousness catch the sound, and then bring back and send in the mind in order to message. Then this part is pretty easy, right? But one thing is ear consciousness go to touch with the sound. It's always pick up good sounds. That is deal with the karma. Always pick up bad sounds. That is deal with the karma. Sometimes good sounds, sometimes bad sounds pick up is deal with the karma. How? For example, you meditate. You not only meditate, in order to you are practitioner. You are practice analytical meditate and mindfulness and the different way of your practice and the past life, this life, you are clearly practitioner. You are practice, especially you have a very great pure perception. Some Mahasiddhis have that. See ladies, oh, Taras. See boys, oh, compassion Buddha. Oh, there's no ordinary life. That's why I respect. Looks at trees, oh, they are Nirmanakayas. They give us oxygen. During the hot weather, they give us shadow. In the night, they're taking back some unhygienic oxygens. So they see all trees, colors is beautiful. Junipers is green colors. They are very good for the eyes. They're thinking like that. So through this way, what they see positive things. They are like a optimism or something. In order to they see their perception is pure. Then they see some enemy. Still they say, oh, they are parents. Because all sentient beings are parents. So there's no enemy. That's why they have completely pure perception. That these perceptions are come from the meditation or practice, right? So they are kind of these people ears transform or project outside what they heard. There's different levels. One is heard all sounds are mantra. That's why sometimes we are meditate on the mantra. First garland, mantra, garland. And then slowly, what happened? Only, first we figure out the syllables of the mantra. Then these mantras go fast. Then only we heard the sounds. And through this way, then we sit on the meditation. Then what I heard, everything's a mantra. This is the power of the mind. We know that this is the power of the mind, but still we need to know behind of there something what? We need to know karma. Because today we teach how works karma. So why this is coming? Externally, everything's are without analyze that moment exist. When to analyze about that, they are illusion, not truly exist, but only deal with the mind. So mind is you completely activities with the good karma. What you see is everything's wonderful things. Then you are not suffer. You are stay in this land, but this is like a pure land. These experiences are really have with the meditators, practitioners. That is not just image, just not like a just story, okay? So that's the good karma means that. Then bad karma. Bad karma what does? Heard some sweet music, unhappy. Heard the sound of the male, unhappy. Female sound, unhappy. Then of course some noisy and some horrible sounds, unhappy. Why? Because in the mind has unhygienic. Mind is unhygienic. Judgment. Because its impression is not clear. For example, the water. In the water you put some dirt, lots of things. Then this water is unclear. Similar, your thoughts, your kind of the dualistic and the unhygienic thoughts mixed with your mind. That moment, what you see is the mistakes. What you see, what you heard, everything's. You eating one, oh, the taste is not good. You eating, it's not good. Then you would like to go one place, you're unhappy. You go another place, unhappy. So that's where then by yourself, own selves, created lots of suffering. Beyond of your past karmas, effects of past karma. The momently you do that. So that's where some karma is finished, but you make another karma. Some karma is finished, another karma you made like that. So that's where bad karma and good karma means like that. Then you first make I and you. You are not important for me, okay? I am important for me, okay? And then my things are important for me, okay? Your things are not important for me, okay? Then I destroyed your things. I insult your things. Then what happened? Then other people also repeat like that. Then unhappy. After unhappy. This unhappy is or suffering. Then who made? All self-made. All self, why made this? It's freely made or we have no freedom. In 90% we have no freedom right now because of the karma. In the past or previous life we did a lot of wrong things. That's where right now we have no more choice. First, mind. Second, body and speech. Through these activities, then we made those things. So due to the practice, meditation, we can make purify. Due to the confess, help others, taking good motivation. Through this way, we can confess, or purify, and something is really repent. It's like a matured or something. It's happened with your life. Then the karma is impermanent. It's finished. Actually, karma is impermanent. This is finished. It sounds pretty easy, but how finish is really we want to take care of. Okay. If, for example, I say this outside, in front of the sun, they pull my water tea. Then what happened is somebody say, "Oh, they're full the tea." Then I say, "Oh, it's no problem. The sun is come, so it's just dry." So then wind is coming, then it's automatically become clear. If karma is like that, then it's really easy peasy. Then we don't worry. It's impermanent. One time coming, one time finished. But when karma finish, if we did not make purify, we did not purify ourselves, karma finish with our life. For example, if I made a karmic fruits of the headache, if this karma need to finish with my head, that's all. I taking medicine still cannot recover. It's almost, I think, my head is explode. Kind of this feeling happened 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 1 week, half a year or something. Sometimes we are pass away through this way. It's possible. It's finished karma too. It's possible. Sometimes we recovered from the 1 hours later from headache. Then it's finished. But this then finish or this vanished or exhaust this karma is not easy, right? Not easy with finished with my head. It's not easy. I cannot be patient with that. So that's where we all scared a little bit on there. But I don't make scared, but we need to know these things. They still have more information on there. But we make good karmas. Then we stop here. Thank you. We chanting only the yellow book, page 6, page 18. Page 18, this last line, okay. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind, where it is unborn, may it is arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. Thank you. Enjoy lunch. See you 2 p.m.